Good morning, guys. Today we're in busy Shanghai, my first time in Asia. Look at the skyline. Wow, guys, I cannot get enough of it. Yesterday was the first day here. Today is the second morning. And honestly, I don't know where to start. So much to explore, so much to see. But guys, this skyline, I don't know what to tell you, it just keeps popping up everywhere, just looking at it. It's so cool, and I'm here with my brother. I'm super grateful that he invited me on this trip. We also have to run to our taxi now. We have a couple of exciting plans today, so let me take you along. So we hopped into our drive. As always, I cannot get enough of the skyline. Yesterday we also were on a hop-on, hop-off bus for a little bit to make sure to check out yesterday's adventure. It was a busy day, so today I think we're gonna take it a bit slower. And so we jumped out of the car at Columbia Circle, and here, I mean, you hear the crickets are insanely loud. At first I thought it's like a machine or something, but turns out it's just crickets in the trees or some form of animal. It's really unusual to me, and this is also a thing that I really like. So driving through Shanghai, you see how much nature there is, you see all of the development, quite some older buildings, and Shanghai in general is quite old, and I wasn't expecting that, you know. I try before trips to not look up too many things because I want to get... It's dripping. I think it's starting to rain, but the sun is also shining, so where is my rainbow? Anyways, so I try not to look up too many things because I want to have a genuine first impression and not to have too many expectations, you know, because if I look at pictures and I expect it to look like this and like that, and I show up and it looks completely different, you know, it might be a bit sad. So from what I know about China, I was expecting something super highly developed, a lot of futuristic buildings, generally super high-tech, and it is in many forms, like especially the trains, the metro stations. But it also has a lot of charm and is a bit older, which I personally really like, and it surprised me. All right, so can you tell us a little bit more about Columbia Circle?
Fancy people. Yeah, you know, like people look a little bit different here than the city center. So I wanted to check this out. It's kind of like, it reminds me of a lot of places in China. They like to develop like new neighborhoods where they put like some fancy cafes up, and it feels like once it becomes more popular, people come out, take photos, very kind of like popular. But what I do like is like it's a little bit like funky almost.
Yeah.
Because it's like out of nowhere, you know, it's like a super residential district, and there's this old American country club that they transformed now into a bookstore. Definitely want to check that out. But that is the funny thing, is there's so many nice cafes in the city center, but nobody really cares. But when they develop something out of nowhere, like some funky concept, there's always tons of people taking photos in front of it. So yeah, the social media life is real here. Like they have their own platforms and are actually crazy busy. So that's where all this content ends up on Shanghai and whatever.
Yeah.
My videos, your videos end up on Bilibili probably. Watch out. But yeah, check
Chinese
it out.
media.
Uh-huh.
All right, let's go.
Ni hao, little robot.
He needs love. Petting?
Once the guy takes over, they're gonna remember you were nice to them.
Yes. Aw, he looks like a puppy. Yo. Oh, I miss my pets.
Hilarious, right?
Yeah. Oh, this must be the prettiest bookshop I've ever seen. Beautiful. Feels like a museum. You have all of these tiny little arcs with the lights. Quite some people here, and also outside it's pretty hot and humid, 30 degrees currently, and in here it's really cool, so I can definitely stay in here for a while. Sorry. Wow. Let's see if I find something I can read. A lot of beautiful Chinese books. As you said, this used to be an American Colombian country club. And wow, just these roofs, I really love attention to detail, and here you can just tell this building has a lot of history. Let's check out the cafe. And also I love windows like this. Like if I have a apartment in the future, I would kill to have windows like this and a super cute cafe here. Wow, sun is coming out again. Definitely a very fun courtyard. So we just have been in the Tsutaya Bookshop. Super elegant. You've already seen it. It looks beautiful in my opinion. Unfortunately, mostly Chinese books, so I cannot really start anything with that. But here also like pretty cool like setups, What does it say? Your best way to nature. And I mean, you can hear it again, the crickets or insects are going insane. We have a little sport lab here or something, and it continues. So I feel like here, if you're bored, you can spend quite some time. We definitely wasn't expecting this in the heart of Shanghai. Super fun. I see a lot of models taking pictures here, and I mean, I know why. So if you're looking for something fun to do in Shanghai, definitely a cool thing. Wow, 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 we found a pool.
Yeah, like an old pool. Yeah, I'd like to go for a dip right now.
Yeah.
And it's very old school deep. You could jump from here down there.
Cool. It's
Old
being cleaned right
pools
now.
are the best.
So in my opinion, this is a super fun place. So you have this courtyard, and inside of one of the buildings you have a pool. Super old school. I love the mosaic on the side. It just looks like it has character, it has charm. Super beautiful, not like the boring modern pools. And what's cool in my opinion is like you see all of the residential buildings around it, and it's pretty fun. Just somebody decided to upcycle this area and to make it usable again, and it's super popular, you know, and you have many different cafes and restaurants here, so definitely something for everybody. Here we are in a Thai bistro, just walking through. I would be super down for a coffee, and just everything has like this pool tile style. Wow. And here overall super beautiful decoration, lots of flowers, wooden details. It's really made with love for sure. Lots of character. I think there's a French bistro, pescador, Spanish probably. Lots of options. So just spent quite a good time at the Navy Club. Truly a cool place here, the Columbus Circle in general. I mean, Shanghai is huge. There's so many things to explore and see. I'm staying here for a week, and I'm generally just grateful to be here. I just go everywhere and see everything I get to see, and it's so cool. Like, I don't know, like all of the electric cars, the people, the language, the signs, just so overwhelmed by everything, and I love to be out of my comfort zone.
Started to become big like 5 years ago or something. I read like that.
And so guys, we have made it to the museum. Super interesting. There's an exhibition about building Shanghai. I'm gonna enjoy that. I'm gonna make sure to take a couple of videos for you so you can also see how it looks. But I'm gonna try and learn as much as possible, and it's super interesting because Shanghai is a legendary city, and especially in comparison to some other cities in China which have literally been built in the last 10 years maybe. But what I really enjoy is the mix of media types. So we have oil on canvas, we have video on the screens, oh now it turned black, and we also have some models, a lot of maps and plans. So it's definitely a very interesting museum, something for everybody. And generally I'm really interested in the speed of China's growth. So here you have a picture from 1992 of Shanghai. You see it's already pretty well developed compared to many other areas in China. And then here you have 2008, the Pearl Tower, and then just now it's a pedestrian shopping street, which we have been earlier today. And it's just so interesting in general. Also, you see a lot of the Soviet influences. Driving here actually through the car, I saw many buildings where I was like, huh, this could be from this and this post-Soviet country, you know. My parents grew up in the Soviet Union, so I have a lot of pictures from them in that time, and you just see the Soviet influence on China, and also like a lot of communism style buildings, and maybe also a little bit in the mentality. I'm not sure about that yet, but it's really interesting to see the changes and the growth in Shanghai. And as a person who's the first time in Shanghai, I think this museum exhibition is an amazing thing to get to see more of Shanghai without moving a lot. So I saw a lot of cool buildings like greenhouses also a little bit outside of the city. It's a great impression of overall Shanghai, so definitely a big recommendation from my side. Usually I'm not the biggest fan of museums, just often gets a bit boring and repetitive, but wow, this was pretty cool. And here we're like 40 minutes away from the Bund, the Bund. I think it's called the Bund. So the Bund is back there. That's also where our hotel is. There you can see the Pearl Tower, tiny. Yeah, I would have never gone into this area if I were just staying in Shanghai by myself. So super grateful that my brother got me into here. And now it's funny, like we're a bit off from the city, but also here like super developed sky rises also back there. Pretty cool. And yeah, this museum experience was very cool. Now we're gonna walk along the West Bund promenade, and it looks really cute. You can also go down here, I guess. Not sure if it's allowed, but it looks pretty nice, guys. And I also just looked inside of the other direction, and there you can see 3 buildings being built, and it's just a bit interesting because we're just in the Building Shanghai exhibition, and you can see that it's still going on, and it's pretty interesting. Also here, skyscraper next to skyscraper, every shape is different. It's just like, if you're into architecture, definitely a cool city for you. And yeah, let's go find some food. Wow, look at the dragonflies. I used to catch them as a kid. It was a rarity.
Yeah, I've never seen that many at once.
Me neither.
You know, I was super good at catching dragonflies as a kid. I always was channeling my chi. I was pulling up to them real slow, and I grabbed them by the tail.
Wow, sensei.
So I was just telling Alex, the way it looks here, this is kind of like how other big cities in China look. For example, Shenzhen. Because in Shanghai, in the center, I was telling her all the time, because I was here first time I was in China, and then I went to cities like Shenzhen, Guangzhou, random cities like Fuzhou, like nobody knows about. And then I come back now to Shanghai for the first time, and I'm like, wow, this is like really old school for Chinese kind of like dimensions, because most of the new cities look like that, like new pavement, new buildings, trees are like perfectly aligned, which I think that's what makes Shanghai interesting, is like much more historical, much more a little bit, see different times. But this is most of China. Of course, there's also like villages, but honestly, it's crazy how much they've grown. Yeah. West Bund. Bund. The lady told me Bund.
So we just ran into 7-Eleven, got myself some snacks, and what I really enjoy is all of the different drinks. Like, you have a bunch of 0 calorie. What do you have there?
Oh, alien energy, the best.
Wow, nice. I got like myself a raspberry Sprite, Chinese version of course, and a little something. I love that they have pictures. You wanna go over there? I love that they have pictures. So I'm a big fan of menu pictures. I know many people don't like it, but for me it's just so simple, so easy. I'm gonna try how it tastes. Yeah, and to me this is like a super interesting area. Lots of funky plants, palms, colors, some statues. Really fun. Definitely different from other parts in Shanghai. I love Lego. If you watch my apartment tour, you see we have little pieces here and there. This is a huge Lego store. Wow, I'm in paradise. This looks so fun. Let's walk over. Here I also have a little Lego cart in the shape of a Lego brick. So unexpected, so fun. Let me show you the building. Probably not gonna go inside, to be honest. Have a little bit different priorities. But wow, this building, maybe it's even a museum, not sure, but it looks pretty fun. And also there's a pretty long queue. Put the world in play mode. Super cute. So even the shoe options here are super futuristic. A lot of designs. I haven't seen like this in Europe. This looks kind of fun. Always not sure about shoes. And I guess I found something German after all. Paulaner Wirtshaus. To me it's always so funny when I see German stuff outside of Germany. I would say it looks pretty high quality.
Seriously, this might be the most neatest German place, globally speaking. Somebody's putting in the effort. They dressed up the waitress. But no, I gotta be honest, most beer, like Kneipen, whatever, beer houses, Biergartens, the condition of the furniture is just, you know, it's authentic. It's old, it's falling apart. Here, you have the same kind of furniture, but brand new, you know? Yeah. Everything is so neat. It's,
the ideal of Germany.
The German future.
Yeah.
In China.
Yeah. Delicious. I love it. 7-Eleven might be my favorite place.
It's a hotel. It's a hotel inside your cove.
Oh, cool.
Your cove hotel. Like, this looks like the heart of the city, you know? like business district.
And also the McDonald's on the other side of the road, they just want to make it look pretty. Like all of the tiny statues, it just looks cute, it looks inviting, you know. Sometimes I feel like restaurants and other parts of the world just don't put in the effort, and you're just like, the eye, it's eye-catching, and you're like, huh, should I maybe go there? I'm feeling so nostalgic. My brother spotted a Dairy Queen, and you know, I spent some time in the US as an exchange student. This was like the place to go with my host family, and obviously since then, like for 4 years, I've never seen it again. It's definitely time to go visit them again. It's so cute to see it again. And obviously this is way fancier than the one in Michigan. This is something, this is cool. Like, I think they have a very playful touch with all of their cafes and restaurants, and you know, it's just fun to walk in. It makes me want to buy something. It's pretty fun. So just checked out the fancy McDonald's here in the area. Pretty fun, and now we're sitting at their marketing campaign outside waiting for our taxi. Very fun day, super fun. West Bund area, yeah. So decided to walk around a little bit into the metro, and wow, this area is definitely pretty impressive. Super polished, like perfect little green spaces. Really cool. Turns out we were at the headquarters. First time in a public metro station. I've already seen some roads and metro in the airport. Super cool. We have the app Alipay. Super great advice from my side. Like, it's just easier to get around. We decided not to figure out these little machines. We just got the metro ticket on Alipay. Super great. And now we're waiting for the metro. So we got off at the pink metro station, it seems like. Super great metro ride. So we were thinking to take a taxi. Would have taken us 35 minutes, I believe, but you know, we already saw yesterday there was a lot of traffic around the streets, so he suggested to take the metro. It's pretty much same amount of time, so super cool. So we got out. It's already dark. I mean, it started to get really dark. It's only 7 p.m. so sunsets here are super early. I'm not used to that. And yeah, the area here looks pretty cool. So we're again closer to the Bund, moved away from the West Bund, and pretty cool. I love the trees, little lights. Overall, like, everything is super tidy, nice, little neat bushes. Just pleasant to the eye. And we're currently walking to the DJI store to pick myself a present. And now I'm starting to think the Chinese people love to shop. Like, we're basically just in a open shopping mall, walk around area by the West Bund, and now here we have pretty expensive stores. We have like a Hoka running shoe, Lululemon, a couple of other brands that I recognize that are on the pricier side. And this looks very beautiful, and just their marketing is top tier. Sometimes maybe a little bit over the top, but it catches the eye, you know. Yeah, so I definitely am not a big fan of UGG, but this shoe definitely, you look at it and you're like, maybe I should check out the store. So they definitely know what they're doing, and overall this area is pretty cool. We're almost at the DJI store. I mean, look at this. Crazy monkey, fun. So obviously it's cool to buy DJI products at the source, which is China. Just check comparison to Europe, you save a couple hundreds depending on what you buy. So we're checking, would love to get a tax-free receipt, so we're gonna check if that's possible. But wow, they have some things I've never seen. Just if you're interested in like camera gear, pretty fun to check out. Like, the store is just so nice. Like, wow, it's so fun to look around here. Pretty cool brand. See, back there they even have some merchandise, some t-shirts, pretty cute. think I'm buying it. I already used it. I was very happy with it. But then the opportunity to come to China came up and I was like, let me actually buy it here. Trying to figure out tax refund requirements.
The translation seems to be a little bit off. Pokemon. Something about Pokemon, I don't know. She's like, I don't want to be... She's even falling. Poor baby, I'm sorry.
What?
She hit herself in the back.
I'm very happy though.
Yeah.
And so, almost an hour later, bought myself some goods. We have our tax refund forms. Hope it works. First time I'm applying for it. Actually completely forgot about it. Fortunately my brother reminded me of it and it's super great. I realized I have a little bit of a sunburn, so even though it's cloudy, keep in mind it's still sunny in Shanghai. Yeah, I got myself a mic and a camera. I love the bag. I feel like a cool lady now. Super beautiful area. All the trees are lit up also all the way back. Very pretty. Xintiandi style 1 mall. I guess this is the Xintiandi area. Always not really sure where we are, but it's pretty cool. And the stores here, super expensive. We have Stussy, we have Carhartt, Salomon. Like I feel like all of the expensive brands found themselves here, but it's fun to walk around. And that's what I really love about city exploring. You know, we're just headed to the electronics store, the DJI store, and then suddenly there's such a cool and unique area to explore, like a bit spontaneous, so that was really fun. And what I really like about China so far is everywhere public toilets. So we have one in every metro station, a lot of public ones, and they look decent, you know. In some countries the public restrooms are nasty. Here it's super clean. Really grateful for that. And also I haven't seen many people with dogs. I feel like I saw like 3-4 dogs today. In Europe I feel like way more people have dogs, just the first impression, and I really like them, so kinda missing that. But yeah, going back to the hotel, super tired. It's already almost 10 p.m. That was a long and exciting day. My yellow beef here. Almost ate half of it already. Super hungry.